Hi everybody, this is Threadmaster Kay and you are watching one of my new episodes of Kay's Corner. Today I'm very proud to be introducing you to the National Brand Ambassador for YSL. This is Daniel Essential Horvath.
Hi Kay, how are you?
Thank you for being with me today.
Thank you for having me, and hello everyone out there that is watching us. I'm so excited to be here with you to share my story, my experience with the master, and how you've transformed my face.
You are an easy and a fast study. It's always an amazing time here at Kay's Corner and in my operatory when gentlemen come to me because, you know, women will come anyways, but I'm excited that you were able to find me out and you were able to, you know, put yourself into my hands and I was able to give you something that you were looking for. So let's go back. It's been a little over a year now.
Yes, it has. It has been over a year. When I first came to you initially, I had a lot of filler work done to my cheeks, the upper part of my face essentially. And then when you saw me, you were like, oh no, we can't do this. So you performed the first thread lift for me. I've come to see you a couple of times since then, and I had such a huge result with it. It gave me that beautiful lifted, sculpted look, more of that V-line look to my face. I haven't had to do any dissolving of the filler at all because the threads have taken care of that.
That's right.
Which was very shocking to me because, you know, I was under the impression, I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to go, I'm gonna have to have all this, you know, filler removal. And you were like, no, just wait, let me do this for you.
That's right.
Let me show you, and it's gonna be a process.
You know, we are still in Canada getting used to the ideas of thread lift, right?
Definitely.
There is a lot of, I guess, misunderstanding or not enough understanding. I think more so about PDO threads, about threads in general. We have PLLA threads that have already been in Canada for the last 5-6 years. And now PDO threads are emerging, and there'll be others as well that are going to come along. What were you looking for when you came to me? Like, you know, you had some fillers in. You definitely looked great even then.
Thank you.
But what was it that you were really looking for that you couldn't get previously?
So I think for me, it was just that sculpted look, right? Having that really nice, natural, soft look to my face. I mean, looking at my face, maybe you wouldn't be able to tell because you've done such a great job already. But I did feel like I had a lot of volume in my face that just was very unnatural, especially when I was on camera, you know, with work and when I was doing some different interviews and things like that. I didn't feel that I looked as natural as I could or that I wanted to. So the threads really gave me that lifted, sculpted look. I mean, that's really what I wanted, you know?
Yeah.
A smoother look without the downtime, without the knife, and you know, everything else.
What we're going to do is we'll put Daniel's before picture on so you guys can see what we're talking about. He absolutely looked amazing, but probably for a man and in his industry where people are constantly looking at his face because he is a makeup artist. And what else do you do for YSL? I mean, I know you're the master makeup artist, but what in the public eye, what is your main goal with YSL?
So with YSL, just, you know, getting the recognition for the brand, what it basically is about, the skincare, the fragrance, the makeup, kind of everything is a unit, right? So that's why it's an ambassador versus being a national makeup artist, which is what the position was called prior to. So this is more exciting. I'm able to, you know, touch and educate people in so many other ways. But in terms of like what other things that I've done, of course, I've done lots of television work. I've worked on, you know, the shopping channel. I have my own television show called Hello Gorgeous. That was really fun. I've worked on Slice TV. I've done a couple of different pilots, fashion pilots as well, which was very exciting. And right now I'm just taking a little bit of a break this year. You know, we just purchased a new home and did a whole bunch of other things.
Moving is a big stress.
It's a huge stress, and it takes a lot out of you and your face.
Yes, I know.
So if you ever feel like that, come see Kay. But yes, so you know, for me right now, I'm actually focusing more just on educating Ontario itself, and next year I'll be traveling to the U.S. So I'll be doing the U.S. states, and I'll be, you know, spreading my love and education to everybody and the excitement for YSL.
That is amazing. Well, that's why people like yourself. First, you are a gentleman, a man wanting to look after themselves. You're sort of representing other gentlemen. We're going to be having a lot more guys coming on the show.
I love that.
Later on, the next week or so, I have a few gentlemen who are coming on who've actually had plastic surgery and then they need to have threads. So I'm really excited about having more gentlemen on and men who are looking after their faces.
Of course.
I'm going to just be doing a small procedure for you today because we've been doing, you know, sort of keeping you up to date. And today, just focus around the nasolabials. It's a very easy, it's a quick procedure. It gives you an amazing result. I just want for people to know also that threads can be done in combination with filler where necessary.
Of course.
You know, even though I do threads and that's basically my passion and my love, there is room for volume loss, and then there is an area for lifting. And if you use both modalities properly, you can do some incredible results. So we're not downing that you had fillers, but I think what you have, we never dissolved any of your fillers.
No, you didn't.
But the threads do metabolize what's
do.
unnecessary, and it does tighten your skin and give you more collagen. So it gives you more of a firm appearance as opposed to more maybe puffy or more voluminous, which you don't need that.
No, definitely not. And I think that's what kind of gave me that sort of feminine look.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you're a person that likes a bit more of a feminine, more softer look, go for it. It's fabulous. I'm not to knock anyone for that, but for me personally, I didn't feel comfortable with it.
That's what you weren't looking for.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to take Daniel into the operatory, and you're going to see me just doing his nasolabial areas. This is a mesh type of suture. It has 8 sutures in one cannula. Its job is for actually filling the area, and it gives you a very immediate, beautiful result that doesn't slide or doesn't go away because it stays in one spot. So you're going to see the nasolabials be transformed in a matter of minutes, and you can call us, you can message us. Don't forget, if you like these kind of videos, I'm going to be bringing all kind of different people and explaining thread lifting in a much more proper way. I find that there's a lot of misconceptions and lack of understanding because it's still a very new field, but I hope Case Corner gives you that knowledge that you might be looking for, and different types of faces, shapes, sizes, ages that can benefit from this procedure. If you love it, don't forget to subscribe and follow me now into the operatory.
See you guys soon.
So I was talking about just doing Daniel's nasolabial folds, but at a more exact assessment, I'm going to give him a Biomesh 1960 in his cheekbone here, and I'm going to give it here. I'm not going to actually lift him. He doesn't need lifting. What he needs is just a little bit of extra volume. I don't want to add any with filler. This is just going to give him a bit more chiseled bone in this area, and it's going to automatically lift away from his nasolabial area. So I'm going to add one in here, 1938, a little shorter and a little longer, and just chisel the bone up at the top of his zygoma. So let's take a look at that. Here is really how quick and simple and easy this procedure is. So I've already gone ahead and given some anesthesia right here. I'm just going to make an entry point. And that's it. Nasolabial poke. You okay, Daniel? Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask you to open your mouth for me. And up. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Poke. And Biomesh to pop the nice cheekbone. So it's a filling thread, it's not a lifting thread, but anytime you fill, you do get a lifting effect. The nice thing about sutures is that they're not going to move from here. They're going to stop, they're going to dissolve, the body's macrophage will come and you break down the suture just like they do in surgery, and will leave a nice organized collagen strip, which is really scar tissue, organized scar tissue. Go a little higher there, Daniel, right into that. 1, 2, 3. Good. And that's done. And you can take a look here.
Amazing.
How do you like that on the cheekbone?
Love it.
Isn't that great? I know with your makeup abilities, you'll be able to really pop that bone even further, right?
It's fabulous. I love it.
Right?
Thank you.
Yeah, you just needed that little extra up here. And just one here alone was not going to be enough. We just needed to bring your cheekbone up a little bit without adding too much volume.
Love
Yay,
it. It looks amazing.
Good. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it really works. It really works.
Thank
and
you.
How's the pain?
It was like a 3.
Right. So could you
2.5.
and you could actually go back to work?
Of course I could.
Right. Do anything
Definitely.
else you need to do?
You definitely can. Except heavy lifting, right? I mean, that's
yeah,
the one
heavy
thing
lifting.
That
I
we
always
want to avoid, but
just watch that for
definitely.
about 48 hours, especially because it's a mesh procedure. It's not a full-on lifting procedure. That's a little bit different. But this is like, you got your nasolabials. Most women and men, if they just can at least get their nasolabials softened, that can give them a very nice lifted appearance without really having to go into a full-on thread lift.
I agree.
Which I think that's a good place to start. If you're interested in threads and you're a little nervous about having the actual procedure, just have these labials done. Thank you. Thank you so much, Daniel.
Thank you so much for watching.